Hello guys, call me Engineer Oguto Victor, nicknamed Annabelle Goods Oguto. So today I'm gonna talk to you on geometric projections. And under geometric projections, we are gonna look about types of geometric projections. And in types of geometric projections, we have two types of geometric projection. We have the orthographic projection, and two we have the pictorial projections. Let's begin with the orthographic projection. In orthographic projections, here you have given a block and you are required to come up with a view. For example, this is the block, this is the block. So you are given this block, which is the block, and you are required to come up with the views. And the views you have there, and you have three types of views. Which view number one, we have the end view. View number two, you have the top view. Also top view, also known as the plan. And view number three, we have the front view. So in this block, to come up with the views of this block in orthographic projection, we have the end view. Which will be, then you have the top view. Then we have the front view. So these are the views. Those are the views. Now we have things you have to know under orthographic projection, which are: one, you want to know the faces angles of orthographic projections. Which one? We have the first angle wall face, and two, we have the third angle face. Let's begin with the first angle face. And in first angle face, before first angle face, you know there is a factors of things. There's factors of things one should know or identify while representing a work in first angle face or the third angle face, which we have the end view, where the place where you view your end. This is the one of the factor you need to determine the end view. Now let's come with the first angle projection. In first angle projection, we have views you need to represent in first angle projection. And how will your views look under first angle projection? Your views will look: the front will be top, then plan will be top. Now after doing this, after putting your front on the top and the plan on the bottom of the top of the front. Now you ask yourself, where now will be my end view will appear? Your end view will appear to the where you viewed your end view. For example, let's see, this is the block. This is now the block, and we viewed our end at this point, which is our right hand side. Remember, when you view your end at the right hand side, in your representation of your views under first angle projection, your end view will appear on the left hand side when you view your end on the right hand side, and therefore our end will be this side. But when you view your end on the left hand side, therefore your end will be viewed on the right hand side, and this is the first angle projection. Automatically, then let's look the second phase, which you have the third angle projection. And in third angle projection, now you change it, where the plan comes here and the front comes at the plan. How? Now you say the plan changes. Then the front come at the net of the. And since our end always come at the either side opposite of the front view, then as I say that when you review your end on the right hand side, then in your sheet you represent your end at the right hand, at the left hand side, and when you view your end at the left hand side, you represent your end on the left hand side, on the right hand side. This is our third angle, which I say the front become the bottom and the plan become at the top. Then our ends determine to the area or the view. Let's put this is our eye. And this is also our eye. Now you view at this place. When you view on the right hand side of this block, now you represent your end on the left hand side, but when you view on the left hand side, your end will be on the right hand side. And this is the third angle projection. We are going to look another type of geometric projection, which we have the pictorial projection. And in pictorial projections, we have three types of pictorial projection. Which type? Number one, we have the isometric projection. Type number two, we have the oblique projection. And type number three, we have the perspective projection. And let's begin with the oblique projection. Projection. And in oblique projection, we have three types of this. We have three types of oblique projection, where we have the cabinet projection. We have the clinography projection, and number three, we have the cavalier projection. we'll talk about the Cavalier projection, the cabinet projection, but this clinography projection I will tell you in our next lesson. In cabinet projection, you represent your work at the angle of 90 degrees and 45 degrees. How? For example, you have this 90 and 45 degrees. Before I explain a cabinet projection, let me simplify to you what is the pictorial projection. In pictorial projection, you are now given views and you need to come up with a block. Now this is the pictorial projection. You have given a views, then you need to come up with the blocks. And now let's come in our types of oblique projection, where we have the cabinet, we have the clinography, and we have the carrier projection. We begin with the cabinet projection, and we say the cabinet projection, the angle of inclination is 90 degrees and 45 degrees, where this is how I represent your, for example, let's say this is our block, this is our block, this is our block, let's say this is a block, this is 50, let's say this is 60, this is 30, this is 80, this is 40, yes, 30, automatically you'll be 20. Wow, so this is our block. So when we represented this in cabinet projection, so while representing this in cabinet projection, you draw the horizontal line, then 90 degrees using 2H, this should be 90 degrees, then measure 30 degrees, 30 millimeter, which is less is there, then mark, then this line, which is 60, should be inclined at 45 degrees, should be inclined at 45 degrees, and is 60. So let's say that is 60. So height of 80, let's say this is 80, and here is height of 40, let's say this is 40. Now I do like this, now I go this way 30, then this 30, complete, up 40, then join, complete. So this was my aim, this angle, this is my aim, should be 45 degrees, and this is how you go on about the cabinet projection. The scale, again, another thing about cabinet projection is about the scale, and the scale is always 1:1. You know how to simplify the scale of 1:1. Then we're going to do something known as another type of pictorial projection. We have the Cavalier. And Cavalier is the same way towards to cabinet, but the difference is here we use a scale of 1:2. Use a scale of 1:2. For example, let's use this scale. This is our block. This. So yeah. So in our workshop, to represent our work, so this is 90. Let's count our block. This is our block. This is our block. Then this is 30. But in Cavalier, this will be 15. How have we get this 15? We take 30 divided by 2. So this our length will be 15. Then this we take 60 divided by 2, which we get is 30. So we'll represent this using 30 millimeter. Then instead of using 80 millimeter, you take 80 divided by 2 and you find that is 40. Get it? Then also this side divided by 2 you get is 20. Also this divided by 2 you get is 15. So we're representing in our work here. So this is 15. You come here, measure 15. This is there, that point, mark. Then this angle should be 45 degrees. This, you see, this line should line at this angle of 45 degrees. So let's say it was 60, but we since under Cavalier we use a scale of 1 to 2, therefore means that this 60 divided by 2 and get it is 30. Now we got this 30, but not 60, we got 30. Then instead of going up 80, we go 40 because the scale we use is 1 to 2. Then you go 40. Come this side. Here was 40, then you go down up 20. You join. Then you go this 15. Then this side 15. Join, then 20. Then complete your block. This is how your block will appear, and this is under Cavalier Orthographic, under this Cavalier Pictorial projection. Now we look under the thing known as isometric projection. In isometric projection, here the angle of inclination is 30 degrees. For example, we will use the same block, this block. You use this block where you draw your horizontal line, then your perpendicular line, then you draw 30 degrees inclination, then you draw 30 degrees inclination. So you start here at this point. Let's say this is our lowest point. Let it give it point P. That is our last. So you start here with this the lowest point at last, point P. Okay. Then you go. Remember our width was 30. Now you go 30 times 30. This is there. And our length was 60. You come here. You go 60. See is here. Then what else? You come in our nini. This was 20 and this was 40. Come in a block. And this was 15. This was 30. Remember that. You come in a block. You draw 20. If we draw 40, you go 30. Complete this. You go this, count this, then you go up 40, go left, then you complete. So in isometric, the angle of inclination is 30. In Cavalier, the angle of inclination is 45 and 90. In cabinet, the angle of inclination is 90 and 45. And this is the pictorial projection. Remember, in pictorial projection, you have given a views. In pictorial projection, you have been given views. Now you come up with a block. I've given a views. Then you come up with a block. Then in orthographic projection, you have given a block. Now you come up with the views. And this is our topic of today. If you find the video useful, please share, like, comment. Let's meet in our next lesson. Thank you.